17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the pass. 57. Mike, 57.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Good go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Coverage. Check 26, check 26.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
33 yards that time. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 3rd and goal, option right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards leads to 4th down and goal.
53 is the Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Hey, man.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. I'm at this land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black. Born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and go. It's I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart, it's not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No sin when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my Yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1.
Hey, I'm loving this stage.
Well, the first carry here for Robinson.
Good.
He'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And past the 40.
What the fuck?
11 yards there, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackle, because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets
Why
up on
does he
opening
have Brad
week.
Taylor? Oh my god.
Allen now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Bro, this is gonna be so booty.
throw again. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Allen 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
What the fuck?
Incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it out.
Wow.
Intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return comes
Oh my god.
I know that's a major surprise for anyone because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions.
I'm leaving your ass, bitch. Get over here. Ask you.
When a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Want to pull that big tackle through the hole. Ended up over getting
He's just running it down like the road.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Gold's territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That's good.
Hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From all the product like she in shape for it. Hard times, wait for it, and then she break for it. Look, don't cost a thing, just sing them a top pay for it.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. Looking for his tight end Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Campbell making the catch.
Fuck.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with 2. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here. And he takes this
Oh my god, I
And
missed.
his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god,
Jacksonville
he's
offense
running
set to begin their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've
Oh
seen
my
punt and then second
god,
receiving
welcome
yards.
back.
Gonna get it.
Carl Lawson, baby.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man,
First sack
and
at
each
the
man did
Indianapolis
his job.
split.
And that looked like vintage, old school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer in one corner and a defensive player of the year in the other.
Pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set
Oh,
up
he has
inside
Josh
the red zone
Allen.
for their
Okay.
offense.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start
This
out.
is
That leads to a
something.
2nd and 11.
This probably sounds good. It's down there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his target.
Bro, that throw is so quick.
Touchdown.
That shit's like a fucking rocket.
There to make the grab. And the
Oh,
Colts are able to grow their
so
lead.
fast.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Jaguars nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And
Oh my god,
interception,
RPO.
just any interception,
Fuck.
a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Oh, this is so hard to do. Just run. Oh no.
Football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Oh my god. He hasn't passed the run, so just.
Jaguars first down as he gets it up past the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This shit's so.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40 area.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure?
Fuck me. Get on, bitch.
And he's got some space.
How is Kyle Allen running? What the fuck?
He works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking
Yes,
up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The 46-yard line.
13-0 is the
Oh
score
my
after
god,
one.
Kyle Allen
EA
is turning for
Sports.
Cam Newton, bro.
Jaguars
It's ridiculous.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's
Killing
another
me,
1st
bro.
and 10. Gonna give this
He
time
just has a
to
lane every time on the outside. It's just running and running and running. Oh my god, I'm so bored.
another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Yeah.
10 runs on this
I'm
drive
literally
so
below
far.
my brain
It's
cell.
1st and 10.
This shit's so boring.
Because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running
Holy
back right
shit,
side.
Allen, man,
He's
he's
going to get a
right in
solid
front of
gain
you.
of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look down before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable.
Please get him. Thank you, Stewart. Big ball.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a minus 4.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've got to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Bobby. Bro, I love this dude.
Picked off at about the 31. A big save, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Game of the week. What the
It's
fuck?
3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been your starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap him back into gear? Or maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit?
Who's he, so?
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll
Hey,
get
baby,
into
good
the
shit.
end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I want to go beat with luck, but I just don't have a chance.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much?
Good shit. Carl Lawson's a beast.
The Colts. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm not actually
The
finding if he
Jaguars on
keeps
third
going
down.
like this.
0 for 3 to
But
this
that's the
point. They
third
could
down.
use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll let this one go deep for Chark.
What the
And
fuck?
that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd
Yeah.
down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Yo, how's
Very
Lex
good
supposed
return
to
that
eat
time.
against
18
the...
yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the
I have
field.
no use for fucking Curtis Samuel.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the
Literally
marker
gonna
by
have to
just a
expand
yard
these
leaves him
shit
with a very
again.
manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
C.J. Henderson on the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Colts.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd
Oh
down.
my god, bro.
At the 9-yard line.
How is that such a bad pass behind them, bro? Fucking Gossip is stupid shit. What the fuck? I just got picked off by Gossip. What the hell? That was such an ass pass. That was a pass like that shit. Bro, you put it on, yeah.
He might take it the distance.
34-yard line.
2 yards on the
You
pickup
go
there. It'll be
deep,
2nd and 8.
please, bro. Oh my god. So boring to play against this.
To the air, Allen. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Grover Stewart in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd and long.
Oh my god, he has him deep.
This one go deep for Chark.
What?
Man, complete.
Oh my god. Bro, what the fuck?
42 yards.
What in the actual fuck? What in my ass? Like, what the hell?
But after that shot right
That
there,
shit was so
maybe I'll be
ass.
thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not,
I
some
didn't
field
get
goal.
shot off.
Looks like they can try to hit Maynard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups.
That
1
shit was
yard.
ass.
The run only got
Little
a yard.
ass,
Here's
dude.
2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right.
Bro, stop, bro.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their
Now he's
first
gonna
timeout,
pass it.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted. Nowhere to
What
go
the
here. He
fuck?
lost the football. And the offense does cover this one.
What
but
in the
back
fuck,
inside
bro?
their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there?
What?
Lost the football, lost a
It
lot of
literally
yardage,
fuck.
but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to
He's
retain
gonna score.
And he'll take this one in.
Oh,
Jags touchdown. James Robinson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
where's my
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Bro, why is he playing prevent defense right now? I'll bet. Thank you, 37.
What do you think?
That's caught inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Able to get away. Now he steps away.
Oh my god, some anti-left match here.
Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that could totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
What? I'm just in that rush of goals.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments.
I want to go deep, but hopefully they actually allows me to throw this.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Okay,
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Back to throw now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught.
Bro, I love Samuel.
Almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw.
What the fuck?
Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off first round pick DJ Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
How would I don't know how DJ Hayden keeps up with me in a little outright. And then jumps in front of it like it's a high ball.
Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Get it. Safety. Wow.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out here, second and 11.
Oh my god.
Make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Gonna be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Oh my god, that was such an underthrow.
Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on here.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize.
How are you down 21 and still running the ball? I don't get it.
On first down, Robinson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left.
Bro,
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Allen off the play fake. Going for the deep ball.
oh my god, Kenny Moore.
For the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And that gives him now 3
Holy
interceptions in the
5-9.
game.
Someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
47 is the mic, boys. 47.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Bro, now he's spamming cover 3. What the fuck is Alex doing?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker Miles Jack. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Jacksonville
These
offense
plays
set
are
to begin
worse
their
than
next
the
drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Number 22.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Of 9 on the play.
Boy, how good has his defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground.
He's gonna heal that
They
senior.
wind up losing yardage.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down
Carl
he
Lawson's
goes.
a fucking
Carl Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he'll let this one go deep for
Fuck
Chark.
that shit.
It's caught
Bro!
inside the 25.
Oh
And he'll be
my
taken
god.
down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Gross.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Allen now on third and goal.
Carl Lawson, another sack? Oh my god. Oh my god, poor sack.
Carl Lawson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them.
Oh my
long
god,
for you
he's
to spend it with
good.
me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly...
Bro, my defense went crazy.
Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone and the frustration
I
of
like
body
how
language is
it's
evident
on.
everywhere. This
They
team,
look good.
they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Throwing on third and long. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on
Oh,
and away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Wow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Colts.
Inside the red zone
I
here,
want
they'll look
Curtis.
to
I want
throw.
Curtis.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed two, but this one is good.
42. Jaguars 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Man,
And with
oh,
this
man.
deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
41-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Good hit,
Thompson on
Walker.
the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.